G'day everybody, Jono here from Capulus Roastery. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm in my workshop trying out some new cool things, roasting, testing. I've got some Honduras, I've got some Colombian, and I've got some Costa Rican that I'm going to roast up and try and do all that fun stuff with. But I got to thinking, I've been looking a lot, and I'm sure if you follow these videos, you're probably looking at the same thing. All these fancy machines, like, you know, I've got the GS3, the Slayers, the Sinessos, the the La Marzocco Stratas, all that sort of jazz. We love them. They're great baristas. We love them. But there's this one specific thing that the Spirit by Kees van der someone or other, Kees van der Kurt van der Wurst or something like that. Great looking machine, the Spirit. There's one thing that they do is they have dual restrictors on each group, and what that does, it means as soon as you start the extraction process, it basically does its own pre-infusion by sending 9 bars of pressure through, gets caught by the restrictor, which then goes to another restrictor after a certain length, and then gets compensated by the pump. So you end up with this slow ramp up to 9 bars of pressure. Cool, love that, awesome. But then I thought, what would happen if we went the other way? So, okay, well, before I get into that, you can actually do that with like the Stratas and the Slayers on the electronic paddle versions. You can program all that sort of stuff in. You know, you can start at 1.5 bar and slowly go up and slowly go up and slowly go up till you get to 9 bar. You can go to 12 bar if you want. Best not to, but you can do that if you want. So then I thought, what if we go the other way? You know, I got my GS3 here. I'm pulling some shots with some Guatemalan, and I'm doing a 5-second pre-infusion. And then I'm doing a 10-second shot, and then I'm taking it back again to pre-infusion pressure, so say 3 bars, for another 5 seconds. So I'm ending up with a 20-second shot, approximately 18 mil to 22 mil. With the Guatemalan can actually have some variations in crema. Sometimes it's got a lot, sometimes if you don't tam properly, it's got absolutely nothing. So I'm actually going to demonstrate that, or this method of shot, and because I think it's going to work really well black. I'm not sure about white, you know, doing it in milk. That said, you know, we could just up the pre-infusion time to begin with. So there's a lot of fun, cool things we can do. But right now, I'm going to start pulling shots, and we're going to have a go and see what it tastes like. All right, so I'm going to dose 22 grams. I'm going to put the pre-infusion on for 5 seconds, put the shot on for 10 seconds, and then back it back to pre-infusion for 5 seconds. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. First try. Give it a purge first. Alright, start the pre-infusion. 3, 4, 5. Shot is on. Got my shot timer. Going for 10 seconds. Okay, back to pump pre-infusion pressure. Slowing down a bit, but still flowing. And off. Now, we still got awesome crema. So, and it's nice and golden, nice and shiny. Smells good. Wow. That is totally unexpected. Let's try that again. Alright, round 2. Now, the shot was very sweet. Now, normally with pre-infusion, you kind of like tame the acidity. And that can also mean that you tame the sweetness, because a lot of the sweetness in the molecular structure of the bean is made up of acidity and sugars and that sort of jazz. So it was very sweet, which I find really interesting. So by switching the pump off while there's still life left in the coffee and just letting it come out in its own kind of way rather than being forced by the pump, you kind of probably pull out a more of the delicateness that's left over, or kind of maybe lengthen the whole life of the shot. Is probably what I'm seeing. But let's have another go and see where we're at. All right, quick purge. Start pre-infusion. 3 bars. 3, 4, 5. Pump on. Nine, 10. Now that's a lot bigger. I think I actually overdosed on the first one, causing it to slow down. Because look at how much crema is in this one. Look at that. Yum. Let's give it a taste. It's a little bit hot, so it's actually run through a little bit quick. Maybe I did get the dose right on the first one. So that was a fun little experiment. And I found that, well, after that shot, that second one cooled down, it was really good. I got a lot more delicate floral notes out of it. Like, you know, fresh flower kind of thing, like fresh, I want to say pollen, more of a tropical kind of freshness, like a tropical fruit tree or something like that. A little bit of that kind of stuff coming through, which, you know, isn't what I expected, but I tell you what, it's definitely something I'll be using. Just, you know, if you got a coffee that holds on for a long, that's got a lot of life in it, as in per shot, this could definitely be a method that's worth giving a shot and trying. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video very soon.